Hey, Randall Levels here. And just the other day, or matter of fact, it was yesterday, I had a conversation with my dad about actually, I was doing some consulting with him. I go to him for consulting because he's been in business for a long time. And we were talking about the value of um, an investment and what entrepreneurs look for. And they look for a high return on investment, a high ROI on everything that they're doing, and if they can measure it and see that it's going to have, say, a 10% return on investment in a given time, then they have to weigh and measure whether or not it's a good investment. If you're going to lose on your investment, then it's not a good investment at all. But if you can get measurable gains on your investment, then it's a good investment to take. And it really erases, there's certain elements of risk that are still going to be there, but it really erases the risk if you can do the right things in your business. Well, I've been doing construction for 27 years, and during that time I did a lot of rehabs for uh, renters, and people that owned houses and were renting them out to people. And they would go out and buy houses, say, we're just going to use the number $20,000. They would buy a house at a lower cost than the market value for $20,000. And in many cases, they were only able to rent out that house for $500. And at that rate, well, we're going to take it up to $1,000. Say they rented out a house for $1,000, and at that rate, it would take them 2 years to recoup their investment, barring what they have to pay for the mortgage, and they wouldn't have to pay anything if they paid it out cash, the 20,000 cash. But it would take them 2 years, a little bit less than 2 years, to recoup that type of investment, and then to be in the profit. And in many cases, what would happen when I was working for the owners of the rental homes is that the tenants wouldn't even stay there long enough for them to recoup their investment, and they would tear up the house. And then I would get called. That's where I come in. I would get called to go do the repairs, and most of the time the repairs usually started about $2,500, $4,000 just to get the repairs done. And at the point when they bought the house, if it needed a new furnace, if it needed a new roof, now you're talking an extra, sometimes $10,000 to get um, the house back to a livable condition. And so their investment started dwindling, their return on investment started dwindling very fast. And they would be either 2 years to 2 to 5 years trying to recoup that investment. And that's where time comes in. And there's certain things that you can do in your business when, or as an entrepreneur, when choosing um, a business to go into that has a high return on investment. And in internet marketing, there's a lot of programs out there that are very inexpensive, and which means that you have to recruit a whole bunch of people to get a return on your investment. And most of the time, when you're doing something online, your highest investment is going to be your time. If you don't value your time, then go for it. But if you value your time and you switch from doing $10 an hour task in your business to $100 an hour task to $1,000 an hour task, your return on investment goes up by what you do inside of your business. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, for the most part, a lot of the people that I've spoken to do not realize that that is where their downfall is that they're not producing the highest ROI in their business because they're still stuck doing $10 an hour tasks, which means that they just traded one job for another. And then frustration sets in. And it's really a matter of mindset that you're going to be an entrepreneur and not just uh, you know, a part of some business or some opportunity. When you switch from that mindset, you then have a lot of obstacles taken away from you, because there's certain things that you're going to start to learn and question that is going to allow you to have the highest return on investment inside of your business. And if you don't do that, then you will finally hit the wall that is keeping you from the life that an entrepreneur is designed to have. The entrepreneur is designed to make wise decisions and make wise investments in themselves and in their time. And if you don't, you end up hitting a wall where it takes you 2 to 5 years to recoup your investment, when if you would have done some of the right things in your business, it would have only taken you, in some cases, 8 months, 8 months, a year and a half, to recoup that investment instead of 5 years. There are other things that you can do in your business to exponentially increase the speed of which you recoup the return on your investment. And also, there's certain things that you can do inside of your business that you can, in fact, recoup your investment in a matter of weeks. So with that being said, just be mindful of what you are actually doing inside of your business. If it's busy work and it's something that should be delegated to somebody else, you have to become an entrepreneur and be strong enough to do that. If it's not a high value task and it doesn't, the outcome isn't that you're going to make $200, $300 an hour, you shouldn't be doing it, because then you're just working in your business and you're not an entrepreneur. You just traded one job for another. And so that lesson that I learned from real estate was very valuable, because it's the difference of selling $100,000 house and needing to sell 10, and knowing that if you sold $1 million house, $1 million house, that you can recoup your investment with just one sale. And that's how an entrepreneur thinks. So with that, I'll talk to you later, and make sure that you are producing the highest ROI in your business. Thanks. This is Randall Levels. Talk to you later. Bye.